You're watching The Dead Skeleton Show.
It's the Dead Skeleton Show. The Dead Skeleton Show. Starring Swampy, Stubby, Esmeralda, the Boogeyman, and the Dead Skeleton. It's the Dead Skeleton Show. The Dead Skeleton Show.
The Dead Skeleton Show.
Welcome to the Dead Skeleton Show. I am your host, the Dead Skeleton, and today we are talking about the one and only Wrestlemania. Oh my goodness.
Woo!
How are you doing, Scary Larry? It is good to see you.
Thank you. Good to see you, Dad.
Are you excited? We are going to Wrestlemania tomorrow.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. The main event. What is that? What are you doing? Don't play that. Don't play copyrighted music. What are you doing? Turn it off. Turn it off. Oh, no, WrestleMania. I said don't play the copyrighted music. What is wrong with you? You know the rules, right? You know the rules. Why don't you obey them? How are you doing, Scary Larry?
I am wonderful. It's WrestleMania weekend.
It is WrestleMania. We already said that.
Yeah.
What match are you most excited for, Scary Larry?
The match with me and your mom.
The match with me and my mom. I'm not going to be in any matches with my mom. Are you just going to fight her? Are you going to fight her one-on-one? Is it going to be a grudge match?
You know it. Is it gonna be no, actually, the match I am honestly most looking forward to is Seth Rollins versus Logan Paul.
Seth Rollins versus fellow YouTuber Logan Paul. That's
if you're
right.
watching Logan Paul,
if you're listening and you would like to be on the Dead Skeleton Show,
us know.
Our link is in the bio. You know the deal, right? We've got all of our information. You can contact us, and then the Dead Skeleton next year could fight Logan Paul at
or
WrestleMania
his brother
40.
Jake Paul.
Jake Paul, you know what? Jake Paul, he's not as famous. He's like less famous. Jake Paul, he's like here. Logan Paul is like here.
Right.
I don't want to fight Jake Paul.
And then also we got John Cena versus Austin Theory.
John Cena versus Austin
probably
Theory.
Gonna be the main event.
That's going to be a good one. You think that's going to be the main event?
Well,
I read that it's going to be the opening match.
That's what I read, but the rumor was it's going to be Charlotte versus Rhea Ripley, which I am excited about, but I don't think that's main event.
Now, Rhea Ripley, I wonder, is Rhea short for diarrhea?
When you're feeling kind of runny and you got a bad tummy, diarrhea.
Dun, dun.
Diarrhea.
Dun, dun. That's a pretty good song. It's great. And Charlotte Flair, she always has that. She's got resting bitch face all the time, right?
Yeah.
Yes?
Looks like she smelled the fart.
Who looks like she smelled a
Rhea?
fart? Rhea? Diarrhea. But that's
Diarrhea.
appropriate because she smells of diarrhea, I guess, right? Diarrhea, yes.
What else other matches we got?
What other matches? We've got Edge versus Finn Balor.
We have night 2, though.
That's night 2?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to go in depth in a couple minutes.
Okay.
I've got the whole screenshots ready, but
Nice.
I was wondering if you had any like WrestleMania stories or WrestleMania jokes or anything that you want to share with us.
This is going to be actually my first WrestleMania.
Your first WrestleMania.
I don't really have any actual stories. I know your alter ego Steve has probably some stories.
The Dead Skeleton, aka Steve, right?
Steve.
Well,
He has been.
Intro.
What?
Will you be in the intro?
Will I be in the intro? What are you talking about? Oh, you know what? That's for Royal Rumble. You got it wrong. My drawing that I did of Stone Cold Steve Austin is in the yearly recap of every year's Royal Rumble countdown.
Is it every year?
It seems like it. Every year I look, I'm watching TV, and there it is again. They've gotten a lot of
They gotta
mileage.
give you some money for that.
They should give me royalties. They've shown it every year. By my standard, I think I probably am owed like a couple $100,000. What do you think?
Probably.
At least. But the Dead Skeleton, like I was going to say, this is going to be my 5th. That's right, my 5th WrestleMania. I was at WrestleMania 12. I was at WrestleMania 2000. I was at WrestleMania 20 in New York. I was at WrestleMania. Shut up for a moment. What?
Too soon. Chris Benoit.
Oh, you're right. Chris Benoit did win that.
The image.
Cue what image?
Your drawing.
My drawing, I don't have it with me. Oh, you know what? I can find it, though.
Hey, I got a joke.
I will show you. You tell a joke
I got a
while
joke.
I look for my image.
Jimmy Uso and Jeff Hardy are in the same car. Who's driving?
I don't know who's driving.
A policeman.
Oh no!
They've both been arrested, and
That's hilarious.
yeah, so
They actually
Ayo.
have both been arrested.
Yeah, for DUIs, drugs. Who knows what they've done?
That is a very funny joke. Do you
Thank
have any
you.
other jokes?
Sure.
While I look for my Stone Cold Steve Austin picture.
What did CM Punk tell Adam Copeland when he tried to feel him up?
What did CM Punk? That would be Phil Brooks, right?
Yes,
What
and
did
Adam
Phil
Copeland.
Brooks? Adam Copeland would be Edge,
Yeah.
correct?
So what did CM Punk tell Adam Copeland when he tried to feel him up? Hey, I'm straight edge.
Oh, that's right, because he's the straight edge superstar, right? Oh my goodness. Shout outs to Horror Collector Fiend. Shout out to who else? Oh, Strange Monkey is here.
Why don't girls mess with Becky Lynch?
Why don't girls mess? Because she's the man, right?
Because she's a lass kicker. Hey-o.
Oh, she's the last kicker. Okay,
Yeah.
here you go. Stop the
you found
presses.
it?
I found it.
Oh, cool.
If you if you ever watch the Royal Rumble, you could probably find this on like WWE.com or
Peacock.
something on Peacock.
Yeah.
Check this out. This is a drawing. Look at
Let me
this.
get out of the picture.
That is a drawing of Stone Cold Steve Austin. And I drew that drawing. I did it back in 1990, what was it, 1997 or 1998? 1997, I believe.
Wow.
I did draw
and you
that.
Were there, and you were at 19. It was 19.
Bra Fund! Oh no, hold on. Check this out.
Mr. Christmas!
Mr. Crisper's coming in with the Bra Fund.
Wow!
Desi's
Hey-o.
Bra Fund.
Hamana. Did you see that? That's Stacy Keibler.
Is it?
It might have been.
Hey.
It could have been Stacy
And I
Keibler.
met Stacey
It
Keibler.
could have been Trish Stratus. You want to see those boobs again? Let's take
do it.
take a closer look.
Desi's Bra Fund.
Where'd they go? Why are you Why are you rubbing up against my shoulder? Gross.
No.
Are you thirsty?
Always.
You want a glass of milk?
You know it.
I want 2 glasses of milk.
Hey, why did Kevin Nash cross the road?
Why did Kevin Nash cross the road?
He actually didn't. He tore his quad stepping off the curb. Hey,
I thought that was Triple H. He kind of does that a lot
Yeah,
too.
he does it too.
Triple H, Kevin Nash, always injured. Here we go. Let's see. Let's go to Mr. Crispers. Where's Mr. Crispers super chat?
He said, I'm just glad that wasn't Jason in the bra.
You're glad that it wasn't Jason.
Jason? Who's Jason?
Who's Jason? You mean proctologist Jason?
He's not here today.
Check this out. It says right here,
Sugar tits.
wrestling. Who watches that? Hashtag Bra Fund.
Hey,
Hashtag Bra
what did
Fund.
Hulk Hogan ask in arts and crafts class?
What did Hulk Hogan ask in arts and what?
What you gonna glue, brother? Heyo! These are good.
I have to give you some laughter for that one. That one was actually really, really good.
That's right.
Sugar tits?
Are you trying to call me sugar tits now?
Chase!
Who's your sugar daddy?
Chase, you're not trying to call Esmeralda sugar tits, are you? Come on, Chase. We might have to send the one and only Kane
I
in.
got one more.
Kane! Oh
Kane!
no! Hellfire and brimstone! Kane might be on the way if you're not careful, Chase.
Why does Vince want to go to heaven?
Why does Vince want to go to heaven?
Because he has no chance.
No chance in hell,
in
right?
hell.
Speaking of Vincent McMahon, what's going on with him? Is he
He's a
back
little
or is he
horn
not
dog.
back?
He's a little horn
He's
dog.
a horn dog. What's
Yeah.
he been doing? Did you
Well,
hear
he's
any
done some
rumors?
naughty things with women and has hush money. That's why he's friends with Donald Trump.
Clinton.
Does that surprise you really? Did you
No.
do you remember that old
Lewinsky.
Do you remember that old segment with Trish Stratus where
Yeah.
he basically makes her undress?
Her dog.
Yeah, he makes her bark like a dog. So
yeah.
is anyone really surprised?
That was Wait, hold on. That was an act.
That was an act. No. Is anyone really surprised
No.
that he got fired or he left? He
Well, I
left
think
the company,
he's sort
right?
of back right now.
He's sort of
like in
back.
creative.
Well, he's the majority shareholder of the company,
Well,
right?
he's trying to sell the company.
He's
too.
trying to, but he can do pretty much whatever he wants until then, right?
I've read recently he still has some. He's still doing stuff
Doing what?
like helping with storylines.
Oh, he's helping with. Oh, is that why it's getting crappy again?
Well,
I liked when Triple H was in charge.
Yeah,
but
for
you can tell that there's a little bit of like
a little Vince in there.
Mr. McMahon's fingers are kind of going through the storylines and weeding things out. That's how we've got Omos versus Brock Lesnar,
Well, you know he
right?
has a hard on for Omos.
It should have been Bobby Lashley in a rematch for the third time. It should have been. Lashley versus Brock Lesnar,
yeah.
that would have been the ultimate because, they had the first 2 matches, right?
Yeah, Lesnar won the first one.
Right, and then Lashley won the second
Lashley
one.
won the second.
This would have been the
And that would have been
tiebreaker.
the WrestleMania 1.
But no, we've got Omos, and nobody cares about Edward
'Cause
James
he's-
Omos.
'cause
Nobody cares.
But remember what he always says: "This is my house."
This is my house?
This is my house.
I don't give a shit whose house it
It's
is.
his house.
Get out of the house,
This is
okay?
my house.
This could be any...
At least it's on night 2.
What about AJ Styles? Can't we get
AJ's
him?
injured.
Okay, why couldn't we get Rick Boogs or something? We could have Boogs.
And where's Shinsuke?
Shinsuke, yes.
Shinsuke
For
Nakamura.
Shinsuke. Foreskin, get it?
Your mom.
He's not circumcised, that's what I hear.
Hey-o.
Who else? What about Damian Priest? He could have fought.
Well, he's doing stuff with.
But he's not
Judgment
doing a
Day.
match. He could. These are all
Damian Priest
better
versus Brock
options.
Lesnar?
Yes, why not?
why
Much
not?
better than
That
Omos.
would have been a destruction.
Bring back the Legion of Doom.
Wait, what? Both of them are dead.
Well, they are both dead. Bring back. Well, no, not all of them. Hold on. Wait a second. What about Heidenreich? He was in
And
Legion of
Droz?
Doom. And Droz.
And Droz is like
you
dead,
can.
but
Well, he's not
Droz
dead.
is like-
Droz is still there. So you
was
could have
injured.
Heidenreich and Droz.
And their manager.
Fight. Yes, and their manager.
Yeah.
Who was also the manager of who? Who's that one? Paul Ellering, right?
Paul Ellering,
Paul
yeah.
Ellering, and who did he manage?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
And then his daughter is
Two
Rachel
big guys,
Ellerling.
but-
She's in
Rachel
she was in
Ellerling.
Impact.
Okay, nobody cares about Impact Wrestling, am I right?
But it's
nobody
They could have
cares.
brought her in and make it a whole Legion of Doom type thing.
They could have, but
Remember when Sunny was their manager for a minute?
Sonny, oh yes, Sonny's also in jail, isn't she?
She was. I
She,
think.
what did she do? She did like vehicular
got
homicide or something?
drugs.
Who's hey-ohing? What do we got there?
The last person to get fingered this bad in a pseudo-reality TV show was Dr. Tooth's mom.
Oh, that's right, Dr. Tube's mom.
The pun perfecter.
Pun perfecter coming in with a
really
good one.
disturbing joke.
What's a really disturbing
This isn't
joke?
really funny, but I'm gonna say it. What was Owen Hart's favorite movie?
Your mom.
Wait.
What
want me to
was
say it?
what was Owen Hart's favorite movie? I don't know if I want to even know this.
Cable Guy. I'm gonna leave.
What? Cable guy?
Because the cable broke and.
Oh my goodness! That is a horrible joke.
I don't know
How dare you? How dare
I
you?
love you, Owen. I love you, Brett.
No, that's just the worst. That's just the worst joke of all time. That was horrible.
Yeah, I love you. Oh wait, Brett might be watching this. Oh shit.
Brett. Oh no, Brett is a big fan
Brett,
of ours, isn't
Brett,
he?
I love you, Brett. You were one of my. I've met you like 4 times. I'm sorry. I just read the joke. So
You just read the joke. What do you mean? You're implying that I wrote it on like a cue card? We don't have cue cards here in the studio.
We need some cue cards.
We what?
We need cue cards.
We do need cue cards.
Yeah.
That way your jokes will be better.
So,
All right. So what else?
your mom. So are you excited for WrestleMania 2?
I am excited. I am very excited.
So we're on the floor.
we are on the floor. Yes.
And
So
we
it's
got.
actually WrestleMania 39, not 2.
WrestleMania 39. Oh, 2. Yes. Also.
It's 2
He
nights.
said TOO. 2.
Yeah.
Like as in also.
Yeah, it's WrestleMania
Esmeralda,
39.
why do you bring the stream to a crashing halt? You're gonna hold on 1 second. I just burped a little bit. I had what did I have for lunch?
Verp?
I had Chinese food. I just burped
All
it up
that
a little
Amazoning
bit.
you were doing.
Ezzy has a interview today
Does she?
with 2 people, 2 interviews.
What?
Yes, both Cody Rhodes
What?
and Roman Reigns.
The champions?
They're gonna be live on the show tonight with Esmeralda.
I've met Cody Rhodes.
You met Cody Rhodes?
Well, Dr. Tube has.
We're gonna see that too.
We are?
Actually, Dr. Tube's gonna be on the show.
Yay!
And Dr. Tube is gonna show us all of. Dr. Tube is what we call a star effer, okay?
Yeah.
He's got many pictures with a lot of celebrities, and that includes a lot of wrestlers.
wrestlers.
And we're gonna be going over some of these
some of the
wrestlers
stories
that
and-
Dr. Tube has met.
Yes.
Yes, so that's
Yes.
gonna be exciting too. But you know what we need to do first? We need to go to a commercial, and then when we come back, we're gonna go over the match card. I think we already did that, but we'll go over it again really
Do
quick.
you want Dr. Tube here?
Do I want? No, I want Scary Larry.
Okay.
All right, we'll be right back after these messages.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
After these messages,
Oh, that's cool.
Now back to the show.
You know what we just realized while we were watching that commercial? All of those guys are dead except for
one.
Ted DiBiase. Ultimate Warrior dead. Macho Man dead. Roddy Piper is dead. Who else?
Was Mean Gene probably doing the voice?
Mean Gene dead. Yes. Oh my goodness. Wrestling. You know, wrestlers
Sad.
don't live a long time now, do they?
I know. And I've met Roddy Piper a few times.
You met Roddy Piper.
Well,
Oh
we'll
my
talk about
goodness.
it
We'll
later.
talk about that later too. So here we go. We're gonna look over the match card. We kind of already talked about this already, but here we go. We're gonna first start off. The Miz, right?
the host.
The Miz is gonna be the host of WrestleMania, and I believe there's supposed to be a segment with Snoop Doggity Dogg.
Yeah, there's like this belt that's been stolen and it's been passed around by a lot of celebrities.
That's right. Like
And I
your
know
mom.
Mario-
Your mom's
my mom had it.
been passed around
I
by a lot of
saw
celebrities too.
I saw on Access Hollywood, Mario Lopez had it for a minute.
Mario
But
Lopez?
But I think he said
From
he's
Saved by the Bell?
Yes. And
That
he's-
Mario Lopez?
Yes. And he said he's going to be at WrestleMania.
He's gonna be at
So
WrestleMania.
you never know. And then I don't know who has it now, but I know Mario Lopez had it. So
Does he have a brother?
I don't know.
I was gonna say the Mario brothers are at WrestleMania, but maybe not.
But see, what it is, it's Snoop Dogg's.
Luigi Lopez, as Merelda
So
saying.
what it is, it's Snoop Dogg's belt.
Yeah, Snoop Dogg has
And
a
I
belt.
think the Miz is going to end up with it. And
Oh, you
then-
think the Miz is gonna end up with
and
it?
with the belt.
And then is there gonna be a
And then
grudge
we're gonna
match
have a
between Snoop Dogg versus the
Snoop Doggy
Miz?
Dogg and the Miz.
Oh my goodness,
Who,
that's
by
gonna
the
be
way, is
amazing.
related to Sasha Banks.
Sasha Banks is related to the Miz?
No, to Snoopy.
Snoop Dogg's
Dogg.
related to
Yeah.
Sasha Banks. You're right. You are correct.
Yeah.
What else we got? We've got this. It's an eight-man
Eight-man.
tag team
That should
match.
be pretty fun.
It's a showcase
Yeah.
match.
I
What's
bet the winner will get a title shot, tag belt.
We've got Braun Strowman and Ricochet.
Yeah.
Who's that? The Street Profits.
Street Profits.
We've got the Meatball, right? What's the Meatball's name? Otis.
And Chad Gable.
Stubby is a big fan of Otis.
You like Otis?
He loves Otis.
And
He
then
does
the
he does the caterpillar where he
Yeah.
he kind of like goes around on his belly. And then who are these other two
Viking
scrubs?
Raiders, the Viking
The
Raiders.
Viking Raiders.
They were in NXT and they've been over. But they haven't done that much.
They are bums. The Viking Raiders, they are bums. They do not deserve to be at
I'm
WrestleMania.
picking Strowman and Ricochet.
Strowman and Ricochet?
And they'll get probably a title shot.
That's who I'm gonna choose too.
Yeah.
Who are the tag team title champions though?
Well, right now it's
Right
the
now
Usos.
it's the Usos.
And then their fight. Well, we'll talk about who they're fighting later.
Okay, so this is gonna be. Do you think this is gonna be for the belts or
I bet the
afterwards
winner will
or
get
main
a chance.
event?
I bet down the road.
Down the road, a title shot is what I'm trying
same
to
with
say.
the women's match.
All right, so that looks pretty good. The women's match. Here
Ooh,
we
this
go.
could be good.
We've got. Look at this. Okay, so we've got the tag team
legends.
champions are Lita and who is this?
Trish again.
No, Trish is not a champion.
Oh well, it's Trish and it's Lita and Becky Lynch
Lita
are
and
the tag
Becky
team
Lynch.
champions.
Yes, they are the champions, and they're going to
and
team
they're
up.
gonna be with Trish Stratus.
Who's Canadian?
Yes.
Do we like Canadians?
Sure.
Sure, we like Canadians.
And
Absolutely.
they're fighting Damage
You know,
Control.
Dinosaur Puppet's Canadian.
Okay.
Did you know that? Okay. Shout out to Dinosaur Puppet. Eep, right?
Eep!
And they're going to fight Bailey.
Damage Control.
Bailey, right? And who are these other two
And
girls?
Dakota Kai.
Dakota Kai.
She was in NXT. And Io Sky.
And Io Sky.
She was in NXT.
She was in NXT
yeah,
too.
and they're good. They're
Nobody
really,
cares about those two. Everyone's going to be watching Trish Stratus
And
and
her boobs.
Lita and the man, Becky Lynch. Nobody cares about the other team. So you got to know who's going to win this, right?
they've got to win.
This is going to
really.
be so predictable.
But it'll
I
be
have to
fun.
give it to Trish Stratus and the other ones,
and
right?
Lita and Becky.
It's got to be. It's got to be. What about
Here's
this
your
one?
match of the night.
Here we go. Match of the night. Logan Paul
Seth Rollins music.
versus Seth Rollins,
Yeah.
right? And who are we going to call for this one? Who do you
This is
think?
gonna be really, really good.
Tricky.
But I
bet
gotta stick with Seth Rollins.
you're going to
He's
say
so
Seth
over
Rollins
right now.
I'm going to say Logan Paul.
Let's wait and see. I can't
Because
wait.
here's what he's going to do. He's going to come down to the ring with his holographic Charizard strapped around his neck, and he's going to have the power of Pokemon to propel him to victory against Seth Rollins.
I think either way it's gonna be
It doesn't matter what you think, Scary Larry. It doesn't matter what you
The
think.
Rock.
I'm not, you shut up, okay?
But I think it's still gonna be a fun match.
It is going to be a very fun
Yeah.
match. I can't wait to see it.
That's gonna be my favorite match.
That's going to be the match of the night. I'm calling it now. I'm calling it now. That's going to be the match of the night.
Ooh, this might be the match of
This
the night.
one's going to be great too.
Dominic is
Dominic
hysterical now.
Mysterio versus
Mommy!
Rey
Mommy!
Mysterio Jr.
Mommy, I can't go to jail, Mommy, call Finn and Priest. I won't make it in jail. Call Finn and Priest.
I have a feeling that Dominic is going to end up back. Oh, hold on. Dominic's going to end up back in jail, and he's going to have a hide the soap match. Where he's going to have to hide his soap so he doesn't
his dad?
drop it. No, because he's going to be afraid. Because you remember Nails the convict from the
yeah. Oh, he's
1990s
gonna show up.
who fought Big Boss Man? Yes. Nails, this is what you're going to see.
Nails is
If-
gonna be in jail with
If you watch the deleted scenes on the, if they watch like a post show, right? You know
the
how they used to
DVD.
have on the DVD, they have like these scenes that were not available to the people watching it live? There's going to be Dominic
Coliseum video.
Mysterio versus Nails, and it is not going to end well for Dominic
picking Ray?
Mysterio. I'm going to pick
Oh,
Ray.
by the way, Ray is inducted into the Hall of Fame tonight.
Tonight?
It's on tonight.
Oh, on SmackDown?
After SmackDown.
And Bobby Lashley's going to be on that one, right?
Yeah.
And do you think Bobby Lashley's going to
they're
win the
doing
Andre the
on
Giant? Yes, right. Andre the Giant Battle Royale?
I think something with Lashley and maybe LA Knight, and maybe that'll set up a match for them too.
Or maybe Bray Wyatt will interfere and Bray Wyatt will fight
that
Bobby
was the
Lashley.
original plan.
After all, it was the original plan. Yes, Esmeralda, tell me, what did Pun Perfector say?
8-man tag match at Wrestlemania, a once-a-year event, unless we're talking about the Dr. Tube's mom. In that case, it's a
shut up.
weekly event.
It's Dr. Tube's mom gets tag teamed every single night, Pun Perfector. She's down for the count. 1, 2, 3, Bukkake. You know, no, your mom. Anyway, next match. What's the next one?
Oh, Bobby Lashley wins the Andre the Giant Battle
Oh,
Royal.
spoiler alert. Bobby Lashley has won as the time of this broadcast. He has won the Battle Royal. Okay, so Bobby Lashley is your Battle Royal champion.
So maybe he'll make an appearance though.
Yes, he might. He might.
Oh, before we forget, speaking of the Hall of Fame with Rey Mysterio, they'll all come out in the on stage, too. The Hall of Fame people, they'll be out on stage. They always bring the Hall of Fame people out on stage, so we get to see all them out on stage.
Probably not. We're going on night 1. That's usually
No,
night
they
2.
do. Last year they came out both nights.
They came out both
Yes.
nights. Well, then maybe we'll get
So
to
we'll
see them.
We'll see Stacy Keibler,
Stacy
Rey
Keibler?
Mysterio.
Yes, Scary Larry's mom and who
They'll
else?
come out on stage.
The Bushwhackers? Will the Bushwhackers be there?
No, and I don't know how Andy Kaufman's gonna come out.
Andy Kaufman?
So he's not really dead.
Maybe Jerry Lawler will
I'm
come out
thinking
for him.
Lawler's gonna make a little appearance.
Maybe. Okay, so here's the other match of the night. I believe
This
I'm a
could be
big
fun.
fan of Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn.
This has been a long.
Do you
one-year build-up.
believe they have what it takes to beat the Usos?
You know what? This has been almost a year build-up.
A year build-up.
They have to win. Sammy and Kevin. Oh, Usos have had this title forever. It's time.
Do you know what else has a year build-up?
What?
The crust in my underpants. I have not washed my underpants for 1 year in anticipation for the result of this match. So finally, tomorrow night, I am going to be taking off the underpants. I'm going to chuck them in the ring at the Usos because they stink. I do not like the
gonna cause them
Usos.
to lose.
Then they're going to lose because
The smell.
I like to call it foul play, right? Ayo, right? Foul play. The Dead Skeleton's underpants, make sure you look for them. There's going to be a cameo by my underpants. They're going to fly into the ring. They're going to,
As you're holding the Stone Cold picture up.
That's right. While I'm holding the Stone Cold, I'm going to throw the underpants. And Sammy Uso, he's going to be blinded, right? Blinded by the underpants.
Sammy Uso?
And he's going to be going around like this, right?
You just said Sammy Uso.
Oh, no, I meant Sami Zayn. Obviously, he used to be an Uso. What's the other one? Jey Uso. Jey Uso. He's going to have the underpants.
And then he's going
on
to
his
feel
face.
bad.
He's going to be disoriented. And he's going to
be like this.
spin around and then fall flat on his face.
And then Kevin Owens.
Kind of like Ric Flair used to do, right?
Ric Flair was the best at that.
That's right.
Flair
He's going to fall on his face, and then Kevin Owens, he's going to do the Bam Bam Bigelow headbutt thing off the side, and he's going to go boom, and then boom shakalaka. 1, 2, 3.
New tag team champion.
Earl Hebner. Earl Hebner, is he still in WWE? He's going to be there.
Retired.
Mark my words. He's going to be there, and he's going to do the 3 count. Usos are no longer the tag team
And
champions.
then Jay is going to feel bad for what he did.
That's right. And then he
we're
is
gonna
going
lead
to
up
join them.
And then I think we're going to get Jay versus Roman down the
And then
road.
we're going to have the Canadian Usos, right?
I love
That's right. Canadian Usos all the way. Here
Okay,
we go.
next.
Next
That's
match.
going to be a fun match. Ooh,
Charlotte Flair
versus Rhea Ripley.
versus Marilyn Manson. Check it out. She does look a lot like Marilyn Manson these days.
A girl I know just went to got to meet Rhea and Damian Priest yesterday.
Really? Where
Yeah,
did
up
she
in
meet
LA.
them? Where did she meet them?
One of the signings. I could get
At a
picture up.
signing? What, like, it's that Funko stop.
I
Yep.
think
Is that
so.
the one?
I think it was.
Oh, I would have liked to have gone. Why didn't your friend tell us? We could have gone with her.
You know the line would have been terrible.
You're right. The line would have been horrible. Who do you think's gonna win?
I gotta go Rhea. She's really over right now.
Over
Charlotte
what?
hasn't done anything.
I'm gonna go with Charlotte Flair.
But Charlotte hasn't done
But
anything.
Charlotte always wins. I think
It's
Ric
time
Flair. Do
Rhea
you think
wins.
Ric Flair's gonna show up?
I think he'll beat.
I think-
He's in LA. I know that.
He's in LA. I think Ric Flair's gonna be there. Yes.
Our friend Ezzy wants to
Ezzy,
talk.
what is up?
Ezzy, come over here.
Rhea has R.I.P. in her name. Ripley. Maybe she's gonna be dead for the count.
Maybe she's gonna team up with the Undertaker, and they will rest in peace. Rip, right? Rest
Or she's gonna
in
rip
peace. Or she's gonna rip a fart and she's gonna have diarrhea all over the ring.
When you're feeling and your stomach is not feeling like a tummy, diarrhea.
That's not how the song goes.
Diarrhea.
When you're sliding into first and you feel something burst, diarrhea, bump, bump, diarrhea, bump, bump. You do not know the song, so don't sing it. Don't pretend you're a poser.
Wait a minute.
What?
Maybe she'll be queef.
Maybe she'll be Queef?
I'd be queef you.
Queef Latifah? What?
I love how you put this all together.
I know, don't you like this?
a great
The
job.
Dead Skeleton, he spares no expense.
And Space Boy says, no, you don't
Space
have good.
Boy, you know what you can do?
Suck it.
You can suck it, Space Boy.
DX.
Look at all the production value of the Dead Skeleton Show. Space Boy, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. That's why we're not friends. You're friends with Dr. Tube, Scary Larry, Proctologist Jason, but you can't hang.
But it's really hot and
You
running.
could.
He said like,
Space Boy, he's a friend of Dr. Tube. Space Boy, he doesn't have what it
doesn't- he
takes.
didn't say
He
that.
couldn't hold my junk, okay?
I can
He's
hold
a
your junk.
nobody. He's a nothing.
I can hold your junk.
He's a never was and never has been. He cosplays as Harry Potter, okay?
I hold your junk?
And Marty, you cannot hold my
There we
junk.
go.
Nobody can hold my junk except for Esmeralda, okay? He cosplays as Marty McFly. What is that? What is that? Oh, it's a big loser. Big loser. Big loser, Space Boy.
great Scott.
Yeah, I should challenge Space Boy to a match at next year's WrestleMania.
Let's do it.
Maybe
he
we
did wrestle
should.
once.
I'm telling you right now, if you're watching though, you're not gonna like Space Boy either. He's kind of like Newman, right? He's kind of like
Newman.
Seinfeld has Newman. The Dead Skeleton has Space Boy. He spells his name B-O-I, right?
B-O-Y-E.
B-O-Y-E. What kind of a loser doesn't even know how to spell boy, right? Am I right? Space boy, boy,
Let's go to the
boy,
next match.
boy.
So Rhea Ripley, I'm picking.
Okay, you're picking Roy Ripley. I'm doing Charlotte Flair. Sorry, I had to go on a little bit of a rant there for a moment. I'm in the wrestling mood. I feel like cutting a promo or something. Holy smokes.
Oh, your match of the night. Oh, next.
This is the other match of the night.
This is gonna be amazing.
John Cena, right? You're not going to be able to
you
see
can
him.
see me.
But we will because we're going to be there live.
be the
So
last
we're
time
going to
we'll
see
get
him
to see
live.
them.
This might be his last WrestleMania. Nobody
Might be
knows.
his last match.
It might be his last match
We don't
ever.
know.
We don't know unless he wins. If he wins.
Okay, I was talking to my friend Alex.
Yes.
And I was saying maybe he'll win tonight or tomorrow, and maybe then he'll lose it on Monday.
Who would he lose it to on
Back
Monday?
to Austin Theory.
Back to Austin
I
Theory?
can see that, so they can give him one.
I don't know. Maybe they have John Cena win it, but then he loses it to somebody else
on Monday
on Monday.
because he's right in LA. and-
Because he's lazy. He's on a part-time schedule.
Yes.
He's too busy doing Hollywood movies
But-
that nobody goes to see, like
but-
Fast 9, which was horrible.
but-
Stinker. What?
Austin Theory's got to win this.
Austin Theory? You think he's
Like,
going to
that's-
win?
if Cena
You have a
wins-
theory, and it's Austin Theory for
If
the win.
Cena wins, he's gonna do like what I just said.
What?
He wins at WrestleMania and then he loses on Monday.
He's going to do the 5-knuckle shuffle,
But-
and he's going to drop that elbow right on Austin Theory's face.
But Austin Theory needs a big win. This would be the place to do it at WrestleMania.
It would
So-
be the place. But he won last year at WrestleMania, didn't he?
He beat wait, no, he lost. He lost to Pat McAfee.
Oh, he lost to Pat McAfee.
That was a fun match.
Oh my goodness, that was a horrible match.
Yeah, and then Vince beat.
No, it's not a horrible match. It was a good match, but it was horrible to lose to Pat McAfee. He's a bum. He's not even a wrestler. How do you lose to Pat McAfee?
But-
that would be like the Dead Skeleton losing to Space Boy. It's never gonna happen, okay?
But I think this is what Austin Theory needs.
What?
Beating John Cena.
Beating John Cena.
And that would get him over.
This is what he needs.
Yeah.
He's not over enough. He needs to beat John Cena
But
to get over.
Beating John Cena would be huge.
It would be huge. Like my cock.
Hey-o!
Hey-oh, next match, right?
Okay, night 2.
Night 2. Here we go. Night 2. We've got
Ooh,
the
the
eight woman tag team.
So
Who do we have here? We've got Liv Morgan with
and Raquel.
I don't know who Raquel
Raquel
is.
Rodriguez.
She must be new. I don't
She's
know
from
her.
NXT.
And she's from NXT. Nobody cares about her yet.
I do.
Who do we got? We got Natalya
Natalya and
Neidhart.
Shotzi.
Who is the granddaughter or the daughter?
Niece.
The
Well,
niece?
it's the daughter of Jim Neidhart.
Jim the Anvil
niece
Neidhart.
of Bret Hart.
Yes.
And then again, and Shotzi.
Shotzi. I don't
Yeah.
really know her either. I saw her
She
come
was
down in a
Independence.
tank one time,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Who else?
And
We've
then
got,
we got Chelsea Green and Sonya
Chelsea
Deville.
Green and Sonya Deville, Cruella Deville. We don't like her.
And then Ronda Rousey.
And then Ronda Rousey.
We get to see. Oh, that'll be the next night.
We don't get to see this one, Dr. Phil.
Ronda
I'm sorry.
Rousey and Shayna Baszler.
And Shayna Baszler.
I think they're gonna win.
You think they're gonna win?
Yeah, and then they'll go for the tag belts
I
and fight.
agree.
And listen to this and fight Lita and Becky.
I'm listening to this.
So
I agree with you for once.
Because we need to see a rematch with Becky and Ronda Rousey. Because remember their kind of sloppy finish at WrestleMania 35.
Very sloppy.
So that would be the way to bring it back.
Reminds me of a movie I saw once on the internet. I wasn't.
What was that called?
The Sloppy Seconds, I believe. I don't know. It was a very sloppy movie. Maybe it was Sloppy Joe.
Well, maybe-
Sloppy Joe.
Or Sleepy Joe.
Sloppy Joe, Sloppy
about
Joe.
Sleepy Joe?
I went to the kitchen and what did I see? A pepperoni pizza just looking at me. Right? Sloppy Joe. Sloppy
What about
Joe.
Sleepy Joe?
What about Sleepy Joe? I don't know. Sleepy Joe?
So that should be kind of fun, but we're not going to be there.
We're not going to be
So,
there
but
for
I'm
that.
picking Ronda and Shayna.
Ronda, okay, there we go. Okay, so Ronda and Shayna Baszler.
Next.
Next, you've got Edward
Almost.
James Almost versus the one and only Brock Lesnar.
Wait, you got to say it like Paul Heyman.
Brock Lesnar. Right? You know, Brock Lesnar has to win this. He has to.
I think he lobbied for this match. Just get an easy match, and
He can't lose to this.
this will be a 5-minute.
This guy's a loser.
Lashley beat him
he's
last year.
tall, he's strong, but he's a loser. He's not very good.
Lashley beat
he's
him
a
last
bum. He's worse than Giant Gonzalez, dare I say. Or the Yeti, if anybody remembers.
It's the Yeti.
Those are deep cuts. The Yeti and Giant Gonzalez, also Giants. And what was Giant? He was also Reese, right? Reese was the
that
Yeti.
was the Yeti. Yeah, the Yeti.
Reese from the flock, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're
I'm
all
going
going to go with
Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar on
That's
that
gonna
one.
be a 5-minute squat. Ooh,
That's got to
here's
be a
good
squash,
match.
yes.
This could be a good
Who
one.
do we got? We've got
Drew McIntyre.
Gunther,
And Sheamus.
and Sheamus.
Yes.
I don't think Sheamus has a chance.
I gotta stick with Gunther. He is just on a roll. He went like over an hour in the Rumble this year.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Gunther
Yeah.
Gable Williams
and
too.
he's really good.
Do you remember?
I really liked him.
Do you remember Gunther Gable Williams? He was Ringling Brothers and Barley
Sounds
Circus
familiar.
or whatever. Yeah, he used to do a circus back in the 80s. He was. Remember him?
I remember.
You don't
I
remember?
remember
him.
Ringling Brothers.
My mom was a big fan. Ringling
Your
Brothers. Yes, we
mom!
went and we
Meet your
saw.
mom.
It was the Gunther Gable Williams farewell tour, and we went in the 80s. Nobody cares about Ringling Brothers now.
I
right?
remember that though. But Gunther is awesome. He was in NXT UK. He was their longest champion.
But he was not Gunther then. He was
was
named Walter.
Walter.
So he had an identity crisis when he
Yeah.
came to the WWE, and he changed his name. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Interesting.
So next.
Next,
Ooh,
we've
this should be
got
interesting. This might be the
Finn-
match of the night for night 2.
Finn Balor versus Adam Copeland.
Adam
Edge. The Edge.
Yeah, and here's what we've heard.
That Bono is going to come down with him and sing. Bono is going to sing the Edge in, right?
The Edge in. Yeah.
Yes.
So here's what we've heard.
Oh, here we go.
I thought the Edge was
It's something called Vertigo. Here, what? No, yes, Edge does play guitar for you too, the band.
thought he was just gonna
And
play
Bono. Bono?
No, I just
Sonny Bono? No, fuck no. What?
Hey,
You're
shut your
saying
mouth.
you said fuck, she said no.
Sorry, my
I
arm was
combined them,
getting-
I put them together in my
couldn't
head. I
sit up-
can't.
I couldn't sit up correctly.
You
I
couldn't
was
sit up
getting
correctly.
tired.
You've got the nicer seat. You've got the nice plush seat. I've got a hard wooden seat. Sucks.
Hey-o.
No complaining
So,
coming
hey,
from me,
so-
only from you.
Okay, so here's
Yes.
some of the rumors we've heard.
The rumors.
Edge is going to come out as his old character
Yes.
from the Brood.
The Brood.
With possibly
With Papa Shango and the Boogeyman.
I agree.
Gangrel.
Are these guys related? Look at them.
Gangrel. They look like twins, don't they? Twinsies. We've got.
and Gangrel is in LA right now.
Gangrel is in
has-
LA. What about Christian?
And Christian has gotten the okay from Tony Khan if he
You
wants
think so? Christian might be there?
Well,
I
let me-
hope we
let
didn't
me
spoil
finish.
it for everybody.
Let me finish.
I hope to see
Tony
that.
Khan
Tony
has given
Khan.
Christian the okay if he wants to make an appearance.
Oh my goodness.
This is
Well,
what
who
I've read.
wouldn't want to make an appearance at WrestleMania? So I
And
think that's a pretty
then-
safe
and
bet.
Edge challenged Finn to come out as the demon. So it's going
Oh.
to be Demon Finn
The
against
Demon Finn Balor
versus,
Edge.
Brood Edge.
Brood Edge
with
with
possibly the Brood.
and Bono.
Yeah.
Singing them down the aisle. Yes, Esmeralda, what were we going to say?
Okay, so like
I'm gonna
Edge
take a break.
looks like they had, in order to make them look different,
Yes.
they had to like cut in like his face.
Cut it.
Yes, they had to like
it.
put like a little indent.
Cut
Yeah,
it.
indent above
Cut
the
it.
face.
The Edge's face looks kind of like silly putty there. It looks like it's been like somebody poked it to the side and it like stuck there.
Cut it.
Like hello Photoshop.
Cut it.
Hello, Photoshop.
Cut it.
Yes, cut it. Why are you cutting it?
Because she said you cut. They cut it.
Okay, so who do you think's gonna win this one? Edge, right? We're gonna go with Edge.
Ooh, I would love to see Finn win, but Edge has got to win.
You want Finn for the win?
I'm glad I'm
But I think Edge will win.
You think Edge will win?
I would love to see Finn get
I
a
think
win.
Edge will win too. Esmeralda's always afraid of watching Edge's matches because Edge had a neck injury.
Yep.
And every
Same with
time we
Paige.
watch Edge and he takes a bad hit, we're worried because it looks like he's going to die.
Yeah, same with Paige.
He could die. His head could get severed from his neck, and he could die in the ring. So let's hope that doesn't happen, Edge. I
And a
hope you
Hell in the
retire
Cell.
soon, even though I'm a big fan of Edge.
He's supposed to say, he said, I might retire this year, but he's having fun. So
Is he
we'll
having
see.
second thoughts? I think he should become champion one more time. What do you think?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No.
I think he should beat Roman Reigns
Nah.
instead of Cody.
It's
What do you
gonna be
think?
Cody, I think.
You
We
think it's
haven't
going to
gotten
be
there yet.
Cody? I
Wait.
think it should be Edge.
Wait, we haven't talked about
SummerSlam, Edge versus Roman.
No, I think it'll be Jey Uso versus Roman.
You think Jey Uso?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Not happening. Who we
Ooh,
got?
here's an interesting
We've got
match.
Bianca, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah.
And we've got Asuka.
Nobody is ready for Asuka.
I'm not ready either. I'm going to pass on this match.
Asuka.
I'm not going to be here. So what I'm going to do when I'm at home, I'm going to fast forward. I'm going to go to the
No.
bathroom. I'm going to use my bathroom break.
No.
I'm going to fast forward through this, see who wins, and then I'm going to go on to the next match because
Asuka.
this is a boring match.
Asuka's
It's
been
a boring
deserving-
match.
why are you talking
Asuka
like
is
that?
boring because it's
Why
true.
are you talking?
Asuka is
awesome.
boring.
You like Bianca?
I did like her a year or two ago, but she always wins. It's not believable.
So Asuka's gotta
Kind
win.
of sucks. I do like her ponytail that she whips around
When she
and beats
whips it.
people with. That's pretty cool. When you have to beat, when you have to wrestle, you must
And
whip
then
it.
my friend
Whip it
also-
good. Yes, that's where I was
My
going with
friend
that.
also met Bianca in the Street Profits yesterday.
The Street Profits?
Well, she's married to Montez Ford.
She is?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Oh, you were gonna ask her on a date if you had the opportunity,
not?
and now you're not going to. Now you're gonna be stuck asking
I'm going-
Asuka for a date.
Oh, I'm
and she's
picking-
gonna probably spit the green
Missed.
mist in your face,
So
right?
I'm picking Asuka to win this.
You think Asuka? Okay.
Yeah.
So what else? Who else we got? We got this one.
Main event.
The main event. We've got Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns. Who's gonna win this one?
Okay. Okay. This is my prediction.
Yes.
You and I talked a couple weeks ago about this.
Yes.
Cody just came back.
He just came
He's
back.
had no. I mean, he's won a bunch of matches.
He's got no momentum.
He's won a couple matches.
Couple matches.
on Raw. And
That's it.
All that good stuff. But he had an injury that took him out for like 6-7 months.
But he is the son of a plumber.
He is.
He is. And he used to be Stardust.
Remember the name.
Stardust. But he did like the
someone
weird
said
thing.
Dust and Goldust might come out.
Goldust might come out?
You never know.
Oh my goodness. Could you imagine if Goldust was there,
would be
Esmeralda?
awesome.
Hold on, we've got Gold. Wait, hold on. Silence, please. We've got Goldust sound effects. I know you couldn't hear it, but the people at home could hear it.
And they're all laughing their ass
They're
off.
all laughing their butts
But,
off.
okay,
Yes.
so here's the other thing. So I said, Cody's, hasn't done that much.
Yes.
But Roman.
Would you turn that down, Esmeralda? I know what it sounds like. Did it not go?
No. But Roman.
Oh, it didn't go because we're not on the home screen. Hold on. You want to hear? Everybody wants to hear the Goldust. Everybody, here we go. We've got Goldust sound effects. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to do it again. Here's the other one. And also we have George Takei.
Oh my.
Anyway, here we go.
Okay.
I'm glad you brought the show to a screeching halt once again.
Okay, one more
Esmeralda.
time.
Yes.
Okay, so Cody.
Cody.
Not sure if he's been built up properly.
No.
But Roman is almost at 1,000 days as champion.
1,000
It's
days?
coming up. I'm not sure on the date.
Well, they're not going to have him lose before he gets to 1,000 days.
I know. No, I don't think anyone's done that since Mr. Bob Backlund.
What are you saying, Esmeralda? You're having your own show over there. What's going on? Is there something you would like to share with us, Esmeralda?
Mr. Christopher says this image looks like Aquaman versus Homelander from The Boys.
You're right. It's Aquaman versus Homelander from The Boys. He looks like Jason Momoa. Not going to lie. He really does.
Alex calls him Jason Momoa.
He really does.
So Roman's really, really, really close to 1,000 days as champion.
Yes.
No one's done that since Mr. Bob Backlund.
Mr. Bob
Backlund had that belt for 5 years. Too soon, he just died.
Bob Bacharach died?
Yes.
Oh
Like
my
about
goodness.
a month ago.
A moment's silence.
Maybe 2
Moment of
months ago.
silence for Bob Bacharach.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Burt Bacharach.
Mr. Burt Bacharach, not Bob Bacharach. There is no Bob Bacharach. There's Bob Barker and Burt Bacharach. Oh my
Combined
goodness.
them.
We combined them into Bob Bacharach.
What they could do, they could stretch this out for 2 more months. Jey
They can stretch it out like your mom.
And then Jey Uso could maybe help Cody win. Who knows?
He's so loose.
So we'll see.
Right.
So
Who knows? It could happen.
So I'm gonna stick with. I'm gonna say it.
You're gonna say it. Roman Reigns. I'm gonna also pick Roman Reigns.
So it's gonna be fun though.
It is gonna be fun. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I can't wait. I can't wait to start watching. Tomorrow,
We're gonna leave
the
about
excitement
11, 12
begins.
o'clock-ish, and we're gonna have a ball.
That's right. So we're gonna have a. You know what? We have a special interview now.
You do?
We do. We have
and
Roman
Ezzy?
Reigns and
You got him?
and Cody Rhodes.
You have time in
They're
between
both
WrestleMania?
gonna be here. Yeah, special live via
is that
satellite.
possible?
They're gonna be on an Esmeralda interview.
Okay, I'm gonna
okay,
go
here we
watch.
go. So we're gonna go to a
Bye.
commercial. We'll be right back after these messages.
Woo!
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Back to the show.
And we're back. We're back, everyone.
It's not unusual.
It's not unusual for what? We've got Esmeralda. Esmeralda, guess what? Guess what? You got money. You got money for your bra fund.
Desi's Bra Fund.
That's
My
right.
boobs
Are you
showing
excited?
again.
You want to show those tatas to everybody on the screen at home right now? You can show them off. You know, you can go like this. Why don't you give like everybody a little sneak peek of the boobies?
Those were my boobs.
These are my boobs.
No, those were my boobs.
No, I know they're your boobs, but they're actually my boobs. We want to see your boobs. Let's.
Just showed them on the screen.
I just showed them on. Those were your boobs?
Those are my boobs.
They are not.
Those are my boobs.
You're a liar.
No, you're lying.
They're not a real boobs.
Those are my boobs.
No, those are not your
Those are
boobs.
my boobs.
No, those are not your boobs.
Booby, booby, booby everywhere. Booby, 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 booby everywhere.
Booby, 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 booby everywhere. Oh, this is a good song. Booby, 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 booby everywhere. Where? Everywhere. Booby, 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 booby. That's a good song. We need to cut that. We need to write that down. We need to write that down and put it on iTunes so everybody can download our song. Then we could be
everywhere.
famous,
Booby
right?
boys.
If we have our own song.
Booby boys.
Booby boys. Booby boys.
Booby boys.
You
Booby
have an
boys.
interview coming up, don't you?
I do.
You do. Would you like to? Who would you like to talk to first? Would you like to talk to Cody
The
Rhodes,
left boob or the right boob?
or would you like to talk to Roman Reigns? Who do you want to talk to
the
first?
Left boob, please.
The left boob. Who first?
The left boob. Just,
The left boob.
Let's bring up the left boob, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, the left boob, Cody Rhodes.
Cody. Hello, left boob.
How are you doing, Esmeralda? It is I, Cody
That
Rhodes.
is my left boob.
I am preparing for the night of my life. This is going to be a very important match tomorrow night when I go one-on-one with Roman Reigns. Are you excited to watch me defeat Roman Reigns?
Believe it or not, you're walking on air. You always remind me of the Great American Hero.
The Great American Hero. I like that show. That's the greatest American show.
Greatest American
That's a great
Hero.
show. I do remember that.
Yeah, that was you starring in it, right?
I
You
was
were-
starring in
you
it. You
were
know what else?
jogging.
I was also in the movie House 1. Do you remember that?
House Party?
House 1. It's a horror movie. It's the same actor that plays the
Horror.
Greatest American Hero.
Horror?
Anyway, ask me questions about my match tomorrow. That's why I'm here.
Who are you fighting against? Roman?
I am fighting Aquaman, Roman Reigns. Jason Momoa is Aquaman, dumbass. They're the same person. I'm fighting both of them.
Do you think you're gonna win somebody who's had the belt for 1,000 days almost?
Do I think I'm going to win against someone who's had the belt for 1,000 days?
Yeah.
Of course I think I'm going to win. I am the son of a plumber, God damn it. I will win.
I thought you were the son
will.
of a preacher man.
I'm not the son of a preacher, man. It's the son of a plumber. Dusty Rhodes. That's my dad. Have you not heard of him?
I thought he was the son of a preacher man.
No, he's the son of a plumber. I'm the son of a plumber.
Do you have a plumber's butt?
I do have a plumber's butt.
Does it run in
yes.
the fam?
It does run in the family. Every time I try to fix the plumbing, guess what?
You have a plumber's butt.
My butt crack hangs out. Correct.
Does it hang loose?
It hangs loose. I've got hemorrhoids and they hang out far.
Do you have Tux medicated pads?
I do use Tux medicated pads. Of course
Do you
I
ever
do.
hold up a matchstick and go? "Kss"?
Yes, I do that. I do everything. You want to come over to my house? I can show you.
No, thank you.
What do you mean, no thank you?
I don't want to come.
I could
all
wear
over
you
your
like a
house.
belt, Esmeralda.
I don't wanna come all over
I'll
your
wrap
house.
you around my waist, just like the world title. Yes, I'll be the Esmeraldian champion. What do you think?
That's why you're my left tit.
I'm your.
What?
Yes, you nicknamed your left tit after me, didn't
totally
you?
did.
It's Cody.
right?
Cody.
And the other in your right tit is Aquaman.
Aquaman.
Aquaman, yes.
Aquafina.
Aquafina.
He's fine.
My favorite water.
He's fina.
I also like Arrowhead though, but not as much as Aquafina.
Sparklets.
Sparklets is good, but
Who's manning the chat?
who's manning the chat? Does anybody have questions for Cody Rhodes while I'm here? Any questions for Cody Rhodes? Funky
I like
Chicken.
this. I like this. Dr. Tube says, I am, while he's still looking on his
I have a
phone.
question. Is the Funky Chicken laughing hysterically? Is he gonna die laughing? Oh wait, you got a chicken in the studio? Oh no, the Funky Chicken has died laughing. Did you see that? Where'd that chicken come from?
Did you scroll all the way down?
Did I scroll all the way down? What are you talking about?
Homelander, how did you let that plane crash? It was awesome. Can I have your autograph?
I'm only on season 1. I have not watched Homelander season 2 or 3 yet. I don't know what happens in the future. Any other questions?
Your hair looks like those videos from the 90s.
That's right, Eminem, right?
I wasn't thinking Eminem, no.
Pacey from Dawson's Creek?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
Pacey.
think- well,
Remember when he frosted his tips?
Tits? No.
Not his tits. He frosted his tips.
Tits?
It's a look. You frost your tips.
Tits?
You look just like me. I haven't seen
You
haven't seen many
my
people.
dollars for tips?
I have not seen many people with this hairdo
Tips.
lately. It's
know
I'm
who
trying to
likes-
bring it back,
You know who
Esmeralda.
likes to get
Cody, you're
tips?
going off track.
Who likes to get tips?
Dr. Tube.
Dr. Tube.
Tips!
Tips. Just he likes just the tip.
He just likes getting tips.
He likes more than the tip. He likes the whole enchilada, Esmeralda, the giant kielbasa, the cucumber.
God.
Oh my goodness. Well, anyway, I've got to go prepare for my match.
Give me my right tit.
All right, I'll bring you your right tip. Okay, here we go.
Aquafina.
The right tit. Hey, it's me. It's Roman Reigns. How are you doing? I am your the righty tighty.
Fina.
Righty tighty. You just talked to Lefty Lucy.
Hi, Fina.
Look at how handsome I am. I'm so
Hi,
amazing.
Fina.
Are you turned on by me?
Hi, Fina.
How are you doing, Esmeralda? We finally meet.
Fina.
I am your tribal chief, right?
Hi, la, 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 la,
Ha la 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 la. Yes, start singing in tongues to me, Esmeralda.
la, 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 la.
Yes.
Show me how you move it.
I'm going to show you how I move it tonight. When we film Aquaman 3.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave you dripping wet, Esmeralda.
Yeah, tell me.
Yes.
Talk to me.
Talk. Do you like when I talk dirty to you, Esmeralda? I've got a fish tank in my house, Esmeralda. We can go swimming with the fishes, and I'm gonna pull one out for you with my teeth, and then I'm going to feed it to you.
Suck it.
Yes. Yeah.
Suck it.
Suck what?
Suck it.
Suck it. Yes.
Suck it to me.
Suck it to me. I thought you were saying suck it. Yes. I was gonna say to you, suck it. Yes.
Mr. Crisper said Jason Momoa now?
Jason Momoa. I am Roman Reigns, Mr. Crispers.
Just one question. Did Amber Turd crap on your bed too while filming Aquaman?
Totally
Of course she crapped on my bed. I'm into scat. Have you seen that movie, Two Girls and One Cup? Well, guess what?
Mr. Scatman.
I recreated it, and I was the cop.
Mr. Scatman.
I was the cup. I love Jello pudding pops. And that night, I tell you what, it was the puddingest of puddings, Mr. Crispers.
Scatman.
Mr. Scatman. So anyway, ask me about my match tomorrow, Esmeralda.
Do you plan on keeping the belt?
Oh, I plan on keeping the belt. Yes, I'm going to keep it. And then I'm going...
thousands of days?
10,000 days. I'm not done. I will reign through the next century.
Roman Reigns.
That's right, the Roman Empire.
Roman.
Make it to WrestleMania 40.
I'm going to make it to WrestleMania 40, maybe even WrestleMania 50.
Oh, no.
No one will defeat Roman
Will you
Reigns.
put this hook back on my hand?
Put the hook back on your hand. I can't do that.
You just...
I'm via satellite. I can't help you.
He's getting ready for his match.
I'm getting ready for my match. Anyhow. Anyhow, I have to go. I have to prepare.
Prepare.
Yes, but I'll be waiting for you
I'll
tonight.
See you.
You've got a special
Maybe
backstage pass.
Maybe you'll be there tomorrow just to say, hey, Esmeralda, and then you'll fight on Sunday.
Yes, I'm going to be there for you. You get a special
Smoochy Boochies.
smoochy boochie from Roman Reigns.
You'll take it.
You're my number one fan, but I'm also your number one fan.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh my, yeah. That's right.
Lord.
I'll see you next time, Esmeralda.
I'm the dead.
I have to go kick some Cody Rhodes' ass
On my left tit.
on your left hip.
No, the right tit.
All right. Wait, no, come on. Wait a minute.
Left tit is back.
I'm back. I don't like what you've been saying about me.
Well, get back, left tit. Get back in my.
All right, I'm gonna get back. Anyway, I've got something in my eye. I've got something in my eye. I think I've got makeup streaming into my eye now.
Can you fix me?
Can I fix you? What is wrong with you? What did you do
Not
to your?
this hand, no. The
What did
other
you
one.
do to your pole? It's an Esmeralda on a pole match.
Higher up, higher-
Esmeralda, would you please go get me like a napkin or a tissue? I think I've got makeup streaming into my eye. Okay, you're gonna do that right now, right? Here, grab this. Take it from my hand. I can't see.
It's called lure.
I can't see. I'm blind. I feel like somebody sprayed me, like the Great Muda or something, has sprayed me in the eye, and I can't see. Where is everybody? I'm gonna end up like Jake the Snake Roberts and Rick the Model Martel in the blindfold match. Hurry up! Give me a tissue or something, please. I beg of you. Not a wipey, a tissue. Well, you know what? That'll work, but they're scented. Look at this. A scented wipe. These are very weird. But I have to do something because my eye is starting to burn. It really is burning. It really is burning. This sucks. This really sucks. Ah! Oh, that feels better. Oh no!
Mr. Christmas says, "Why are you wearing makeup anyway?"
Oh, that looks a little bit better. Now I look like I've been roughed up a little bit.
Roman Reigns likes to hit Esmeralda from the backland.
Oh my good, from the backland. Oh, that's a good one. Who gave that one? Pun Perfector? Oh my goodness, Pun Perfector coming in with a good one.
Hot.
Oh, lordy, my eye really burns.
Said eyelid reveal.
Eyelid reveal. Oh no.
Here, put this
Oh
on.
no.
Put this on
Put what
higher
on?
up.
Okay, here we go. Higher up. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna
No,
put
that's
this
too
on.
low. Higher
That's
up.
too low. Higher up.
Higher up.
What is with you in this stupid new pole you've got? Here we go. Great. Is this better for you?
Give me my pole.
Give you your what?
Pole.
A pole?
Pole dancing.
Pole dancing? Anyway, your pole is down here. You want to dance on this?
I'm your pole dancer, dancing for
I think we're
money.
gonna go to Dr. Tube. What do you think?
Now I get to leave.
You get to leave. We're gonna be back after this commercial. We're gonna look at all the celebrities that Dr. Tube has met over the years. This is really cool. You're not gonna want to miss this. We've got some really cool exclusive photos.
Coming in hot.
Coming in hot. We'll be
Going
back
back
right after these
cold.
messages.
After these messages.
Now back to the show.
And we're back. We're back with the one and only Dr. Tube.
Yes, science.
Woo! Welcome, Dr. Tube. How are you doing?
Got
Are
my
you
Becky Lynch sunglasses or
You've got
goggles.
Becky Lynch goggles in hand. You're
Yeah,
ready for
I'm ready
WrestleMania.
for-
I
wear
can
these
see
tomorrow.
it.
I should wear these tomorrow.
You should wear them tomorrow.
Yeah,
Maybe you can
I'd
get
to.
them autographed by Becky Lynch.
awesome.
Oh, that'd be
She's gonna
amazing.
be there tomorrow.
Are you gonna wear that robe too, WrestleMania?
Sure, why not?
You kind of look like Doc
And then-
Brown a little bit.
And
too.
actually,
You've got a what? You got a shirt
no,
on?
this is okay. So this is a local independent wrestler. I really like her. Her
You
name's
really
Johnny
like her?
Robbie. She's like a little cutie.
Do you think by buying her merchandise she might date you one day?
Why not?
Johnny
Yeah,
Robbie.
she's
Here we
really
go. Let's
cute.
see. What does Johnny Robbie look like?
So there's like her butt.
There's her
and then
butt.
She said, "Johnny Robbie,
Johnny Robbie,
stay causing trouble."
Stay causing trouble.
Yeah,
Nobody
so-
can see that part. Well, you
Yeah,
like lift it up so
sorry.
they can see it.
Stay
causing trouble.
trouble.
Okay,
There
so
we go.
that's
She's a local independent wrestler up in LA.
and you're trying to date her or something?
Why not?
Why not? I'll tell you why not. Because you're Dr. Tube, and I can tell you what.
What?
She is out of your league,
course she
Dr.
is.
Tube.
But I should wear these.
Way
Becky
out of
Lynch-
your league.
But hey, but Becky Lynch is married to Seth Rollins, so
What? Seth Rollins?
Seth Rollins.
You're right, but Seth Rollins, he's the man, okay? He's awesome. She's the man, he's the man. They're both men. You know, that's
right.
kind of how
She's
it goes
my
sometimes.
She's one of my favorites.
She's one of your favorites.
Yeah, I've met her.
Well, speaking of, yes, you have met her. You met a lot of celebrities.
I've met a lot of celebrities and wrestlers.
That's right. Dr. Tube has met more celebrities than any other human being probably
know. I know some
ever
other guys.
has met.
I know a lot of people that meet celebrities.
You know a lot of people,
Yeah.
but you would consider yourself what?
I'm up on the top 10 of probably meeting wrestlers.
The
though.
top 10 of wrestlers.
Yeah.
Would you like to look at some of these?
Do you have the pictures?
You gave me the photographs, so you know that I have them.
Of course you do.
And you want to show them
Scary
off.
Larry didn't know.
You want to do bragging, right? You want to have
Yes.
bragging rights? You want to, do you want to see?
It shook up.
What was that?
I don't know.
Was it
I think
earthquake
we had a glitch. We had an earthquake about an hour before the show.
Oh, wait a minute. Mr. Crisper says something.
Mr. Crispers, yes.
He said, who cares about who you met? You paid Riley Reid to say hi and she didn't say again.
That's right. Riley Reid didn't.
True.
She didn't
That
even
bitch.
acknowledge you.
She called me sweetie, though.
You are not Roman Reigns. You are not to be acknowledged.
I'm not acknowledged.
You're just sweetie. She calls everybody sweetie. She probably can't remember anyone's name, okay? Let's be honest here. Right, Esmeralda?
I can't remember the last guy's name.
She can't remember. She's been fucked so
she's
many
so
times
many times.
that her brains are just like, they're constantly like moving back and up and
it's a
down in
good
her head.
video.
She can't concentrate.
Brain injury.
She has a brain injury,
It's a good
yes.
video, though.
Many brain injuries.
Oh, yeah. Ew.
It is a good video. It is. Shame on you, Mr. Crispers. Don't besmirch the great video that Riley Reid gave to.
Hey.
You only paid. How much did you pay for that?
100.
$100.
Which is now like $400.
It's $400 now. $100 for her to forget who you are.
Yeah. I did it. Yes.
Happens to me all the time. I'm sure women forget
Our
my
life
name
story.
too. Anyway, here we go.
All right. Wrestlers.
Wrestlers. First up,
Hey.
check it out. Who is this?
So that is Charlotte Flair, who's going to be fighting Rhea Ripley.
You've got Charlotte Flair and
Becky Lynch.
And Becky
And that's back
Lynch.
when Becky was just starting.
How did you get this photograph?
So I am friends with the DJs on Rock 105.3, if you see that in the background, and I got invited into the studios the day they interviewed them.
Very good. Did you have to give like a blowjob or something, or a hand job
I gave a hand job
to the
Eddie.
host of the show in order for him to let you go back here and see?
He knows I'm a big wrestling fan, and he invited me in.
That's right. He invited you in like a vampire.
Yeah,
Come in, Jason.
So he was.
You are pasty like a vampire.
It was really cool meeting them, and I have met Becky even after that too.
What an irresponsible DJ. Come in, Jason. Come in and meet.
That's a great
Becky
picture.
Lynch and Charlotte Flair. I'm sure nothing bad can happen when you're in the room, right?
But that's a great picture.
Yes.
Yeah. So
3 minutes later, the police were on the scene.
they were outside.
Becky Lynch filed a restraining order against Dr. Tube. Dr. Tube is not to be within, well, how many feet? 100 feet.
Well, 6 feet.
6 feet?
Yeah.
Oh, that's even worse. Dr. Tube is not to be within 6 feet of Becky Lynch
COVID.
at all times. How many feet can you get between you and Charlotte?
Shut up. But I met Becky a few times after this. I met her at Comic-Con twice.
You met her again at Comic-Con twice?
So she's really sweet.
So you met her 3 times?
3 times, yeah.
Oh my goodness.
This was my favorite
Did she
picture,
call
though.
the cops on you all
Shut
3
up.
times?
But this was my favorite moment, was meeting all 3 of them. Or meeting 2 of them. Shut up.
It's seldom that I crack myself up, but that's pretty funny.
So, but that was a cool moment.
Yeah.
Okay, we get it.
Excuse me. Now, that's a legitimate laugh, okay? I'm actually laughing at my own joke. Which usually I'm able to give myself a serious.
Like give yourself a high five.
I'm usually able to do the serious joke without actually laughing, but this time I couldn't help myself. This whole restraining order, it's too close to home.
Oh, you had a restraining order.
I have never had a restraining order on me.
But you got the cops.
I
almost
know
called
one
on
or
you.
2 people that have, though, but not me. Not me.
You almost got the cops
Anyhow.
called on you at your wedding.
The cops called on me at my wedding. Well, somebody did threaten that, didn't they?
It was only a threat.
It was only a threat.
I rolled.
Oh, that's a real laugh that I'm doing.
Anyway,
There, how do you know?
I know the story. So Becky and Charlotte. There we
Becky
go.
and Charlotte.
Becky, the
Hey. Yeah, Becky's the redhead.
Becky's the redhead, yes.
Yeah, she's the Irish last kicker.
Is she? Do you think that the carpet matches the drapes, or do you think she's like that red down there, or no?
Probably not.
She probably. I think she shaves it though. I don't think she has any pubes, to be honest.
That was back when Becky.
I don't think many of the wrestlers have pubes. They all shave their armpits, so why wouldn't they shave down there either?
That was when Becky was first starting.
That's when you already said that.
Oh, okay,
What is
okay.
this for the people that just tuned in
sorry.
3 seconds ago? You said that already. You don't need to say the same story.
Okay.
3 seconds, like after the 3 seconds. This doesn't make sense. Anyway, let's see. Next up, we've got
The King.
the King,
You were
Jerry
there
the
with
King
me.
Lawler. I was there. Look at how young the King looks.
know.
Look at how young Dr. Tube looks.
know.
How old are you? Like 14?
I think we were maybe in our 20s.
Maybe in our 20s? You look like you're 13 years old there, Dr. Tube.
Yeah, I was young.
Look at this. You've got such a baby face there. So does Jerry Lawler, for that matter.
He's 74.
That
75
guy
now.
does not age, okay?
know.
He looks pretty good. Even in this day, he looks pretty good.
He does.
Even after all those heart attacks and strokes or whatever
know.
he has,
When
he's
he
got,
had a heart attack.
he's got a lot of
So
health
that was at
problems.
his book signing. If
That
you
was
remember.
his book signing in what, like 2000 and maybe 3 or something,
4,
2?
yeah.
That's like 20 years old already.
know.
Oh my
But he
goodness.
was really nice, and
Do you think he's going to induct Andy Kaufman tomorrow at the Hall of Fame?
gotta be him.
You think it's going to be him? I think
mean,
so too.
I mean, who else would it be? I mean,
Who else would it be?
I mean, I think
Andy Kaufman. It could be Christopher
Tony-
Lloyd,
or
it could be Danny DeVito,
or
any
Jim
other
Carrey.
member from Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey played him.
You're right, Jim Carrey. It could be Jim Carrey. It's in Hollywood. It could be. I don't think Jim
might know
Carrey's going to
tonight.
do that.
We might know right
We
now.
might know. It might have already
Remember,
happened.
the Hall
Who
of Fame's
inducted?
happening right now.
It's happening right now. Who's inducting Andy Kaufman?
find
I don't
out.
know. We'll have to find out. Next up. Oh yeah, what you gonna do, brother? It's the immortal Hulk Hogan.
That was thanks to our friend Ted, who can't stand Hulk Hogan.
That's right, Ted.
And he said Hulk Hogan's doing a signing, and we ran.
We met Hulk Hogan. Thank you, Ted. We still owe you, even though Ted thinks that Hulk Hogan is
What does he call him, Chump Hogan?
The Chump Hogan, the Chumpster. He doesn't like Hulk Hogan, but the Dead Skeleton, oh my goodness, he loves Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
You know, Randy Orton loves Hulk Hogan.
Everybody loves Hulk
Everyone
Hogan.
loves Hulk Hogan. You love Hulk Hogan?
Yeah. That was like a little kid in me came out.
That is the little kid in you. Yeah, you
look at my Charlie
you
Sheen
actually
winning shirt.
Do look like a little kid there. Yeah, and you're wearing a Charlie Sheen winning Tiger Blood T-shirt.
Yeah.
Oh my
Did
goodness.
say that Hulk Hogan looks like a wax figure?
He does look. He's not a wax
that
figure.
is the
though. That
real
is
Hulk
the real
Hogan.
Hulk Hogan. I saw him with
I
my own
remember you
eyes.
gave him your book.
I gave him the Don't Let the Dead Bugs Bite book. You are correct.
Yeah.
Actually, we should show that. We should show that really quick.
Remember? Then he's like, I don't know what I'm getting into, brother.
That's right. I wanted to show him my book, and I wanted a picture of him with my book. And he's like, "Are we going into business together?" And I
really did say that.
said, "No. I'm not going to give you proceeds from my book. Don't Let the Dead Bugs Bite. Available on Amazon.com."
There it
But
is.
look at this. Look at this. There it is. There is the Hulkster. He's wearing the same exact outfit.
How's that possible?
Hulk Hogan with the Don't Let the Dead Bugs Bite book, available nowhere.
Isn't it on Amazon?
It's probably on Amazon or eBay. I have a crappy publisher who didn't get the books into the stores, so I've got like a storage facility full of these books. Please, if you're watching at home, please send me some money,
Don't
and I will.
let the dead
I will
bugs
send
bite.
you a book.
Etsy store.
Yes, the Etsy store. I kind of.
So that was
I
at
kind of
Comic-Con
closed
book.
that. Nobody was buying anything.
So that was at Comic-Con, by the way.
yes, that was
Yes.
at Comic-Con. Okay.
You're gonna take the Etsy store down?
I don't like the
Next.
word. I'm uncomfortable with the word Etsy. It sounds lame. Hey, go visit the Dead Skeleton Store's Etsy store.
Take it off.
It sounds like weirdos and creeps have Etsy stores, right?
Take it off.
Etsy? Etsy.
Did you take it off?
I didn't take it off because I want to keep the name. Just in case I ever decide to keep it. I don't want anybody else to open up an Etsy Dead Skeleton Show store. So I kept it. It's up, but nothing's on there, I don't think. I hope. I don't know. If you want to go home and check right now to see if the Dead Skeleton Store Etsy is up, don't buy anything from there.
Just buy the book.
Contact me on Instagram or get it off of eBay or something. It's on eBay. eBay or Amazon. You can find it one of those places. Anyway, Hulk Hogan. Who else we got?
Seth Rollins.
We've got Seth Rollins, and look, he's
That
got
was
the
at the-
Intercontinental title with
Yeah,
him.
that's when he was Intercontinental Champion years ago.
That's a pretty cool picture.
that
huh?
was at the radio station also.
That was at the radio station
Yeah.
also.
My
Oh
friend Eddie invited me into the studio.
That's really cool. I wish I met Seth Rollins. I never have. Was he cool?
He was very nice.
Do you have a
know what
story?
was I'd say the only story I have, since I was invited in the studio, I got, VIP treatment here. But when he went outside, he just walked right into his car, and there was like 10 people outside, and he ignored everybody else. So
Really?
that was pretty.
He walked past everyone?
Yeah, there
He
was like-
snubbed them?
Yep.
Esmeralda knows a wrestler. Okay, let's hear
Oh, yeah,
about
you do know a wrestler.
Esmeralda's wrestling story. What is it, Esmeralda?
Well, what did he go by?
Yeah, he's Matthew Reinhold now.
Matthew Reinhold. He's married to Eddie Guerrero's daughter,
daughter.
right?
Yeah.
What's his name? He was in the what?
He was with
Thank you for saying his real name because I know him by his real
Right. We don't.
I'll get it.
What's his name? Look up his name while we
I'll
figure this out.
remember.
Esmeralda, actually, you knew him when? How long ago?
name. Oh God.
10 years ago? 15 years ago? Before he was in WWE.
Before he was in WWE.
That's right. You knew him. You knew him. This Matthew Reinhold character, who now he's a Twitch video gamer now. He no longer wrestles.
Really?
He's a announcer in
Twitcher.
Impact.
He's an announcer on Impact. He was the one that he called Rusev Day, right?
Yeah.
What was his name?
I'm looking.
Adrian. No, wait,
Adrian.
oh, something English. Aiden English.
Aiden English.
That's it.
Aiden English.
Right when I
Aiden
got it.
English actually knows Esmeralda in real life. IRL, okay? Check this one out. Here we go. Mick Foley. Da-na-na, da-na, da-na-na. If anyone wants to know what Mankind would look like in Minecraft, go to our shorts. I did one.
Look like in Minecraft.
I did one of the shorts today of Mankind in Minecraft. It's pretty good. It's one of our better ones, right? Because he goes, "Have a nice day," right? So you met Mick Foley. Who's that jabroni to the left of Mick Foley?
That's our friend Alex.
That's Alex. And then what looks like Headbanger Mosh.
That is Vodka.
Is that Headbanger Mosh or Thrasher?
That's Jason Vodka. Bob.
Jason Vodka Boob. Okay, so that's that guy.
So-
we kind of know him too, right? What's this? It's the one.
Roddy Piper.
only-
Rest in peace.
Roddy Piper. Look at that. That's amazing. And he's giving a sleeper
And
hold
we're in
to
the
you.
Ghostbuster shirt.
He's giving you a sleeper hold, and you're still able to give 2 thumbs up. That
Yeah.
is amazing.
Yeah.
That is an incredible picture.
I almost cried that moment, dude.
Oh my goodness. Why did you almost cry? Because he almost
Fucking Roddy
suffocated you?
Piper.
You're right. He gave a super hold. He was in all the commercials we watched today.
Yep.
That's
And
right.
He's passed away.
And
like,
he
how many
passed
years
away.
ago?
I'm a big fan of Roddy
2016,
Piper.
17?
I actually met Roddy Piper too.
You met him
Hold
twice,
up,
right?
Hold up. I met him twice. Check this out.
And he held
Roddy Piper has also held my book. Check this one out. This is great. Look at this. Roddy Piper, rest in peace. He also held up the book for the Don't Let the Dead Bugs Bite.
one of the nicest wrestlers.
What
I
a
ever
nice
met.
dude. And he didn't ask for any money or anything.
Me
He was
neither
like,
here.
Oh, he looks happy.
he was really cool. Who else has held my book up that's a wrestler? While we're at it, check this out.
The pun perfecter said the dead's bed bugs don't bite, but Dr. Tube's mom's crabs do.
Yes, Dr. Tube's mom's has lots of crabs. Look at this, Papa Shango.
Godfather.
Papa Shango, the Godfather, is there. And also, speaking of Mick Foley, hold up, wait a minute. Let me put my back into it. Check this out. Let me put Mick Foley back up on here, right? There's Mankind, Mick Foley right there. Oh, hold on, let me zoom up. Here we go. Mankind, Mick Foley with the Don't Let the Dead Bugs Bite book. Check that one out.
Amazing.
I've got a lot of wrestling fanatics. We've also got, look at this.
The Boogeyman.
Hold on, let's
Your
do this
all-time
one.
favorite wrestler.
This is my favorite wrestler of all time.
With Razor Ramon.
I named my puppet after him. It is the one and only, the Boogeyman. Check it out. The Boogeyman reading Don't Let the Dead Bugs Bite.
So he was one reason why you call him the Boogeyman?
That is one of the reasons, because I love boogers. I love the Boogeyman.
Also,
And yes, oh wait, we've also got, hold on, one more.
DDP.
DDP.
yoga.
Check it out. Salif 5. I am a strong believer of DDP yoga, right?
I bet he'll be at Mania.
I have done DDP yoga. I'm not very good at it. I told him. I use DDP.
You met him? You
Yes,
told him?
I met him.
Yeah.
I showed him the book.
But you told him that?
I said, I use DDP yoga. And he looked me up and down and he goes, really? He could not believe that such a sorry sack of shit like myself was actually a user of DDP. I would not be on the commercial, okay? He would not use me to promote DDP yoga because I'm kind of wimpy. I'm not very big, right?
No, you're not limber.
I'm not very limber either.
Limber.
I walk around like I've got like this pole holding me up. I've got very bad posture. I'm horrible. Yes.
Mr. Crispers.
Yes, Mr. Crispers.
Who the hell shows up to see Mr. Piper wearing a Ghostbusters game?
That was at Comic-Con.
That's right. It's not just Ghostbusters. It's
was the
Ghost.
game.
Thank you for pointing this out. Ghostbusters, the video game.
Well, Dr. Tube was really excited. Dead Skeleton here was really excited about that game when it came out.
I love
So
the
it
Ghostbusters video
it
game.
came with the game, and I wore it for this guy. So
You wore it for me.
Yeah.
I am a huge fan of the Ghostbusters. Mr. Crispers, I believe, used to have a Slimer as his icon until he changed it to like some Funko weird thing, right? But look at this. Slimer, Mr. Crispers. I think if you look up Mr. Crispers on Instagram, he still has Slimer as his little emoticon or whatever you want
that's
to call
why
it.
I wore it, because I was at Comic-Con. The game just came out.
This is why Mr. Crispers and I get along so well. This is why Mr. Crispers, he should be the co-host, not Dr. Tube. Mr. Crispers, come on, what are you doing? What are you waiting for? We need a replacement. Would you mind dressing up like a doctor, like Dr. Tube? There is room for the show on you for a Mr. Crispers. Oh, look at that. What do you think, you're Stone Cold Steve Austin?
What?
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 All right.
Dr. Two was working on a budget. Guess that's the money a proctologist can work with, said Mr.
That's right.
Crispers.
I'm not proctologist Jason. I'm Dr.
he's,
Tube.
he's a doctor. A proctologist doesn't make
He
as
is
much
not
money
here.
as a
That's
as a
my
doctor.
twin.
Yes.
That's my twin.
Neither of them make a lot of money, believe me. They're bargain basement deals,
That's why I'm
okay?
in the lab all the time.
That's right.
That's all I
Who
do.
is this?
Stacy Keebler.
This is George Clooney's former fuck buddy, right?
Yeah, she's in the Hall of Fame
Stacy
tonight.
Keebler. She's in the Hall of Fame?
Tonight.
Oh my goodness. I always like Stacy Keebler. She reminds me of
Look
the
at my tummy
Keebler
sticking
elf.
out.
I always like to call her like the Keebler elf because I love Keebler elf cookies. Do you like cookies?
Yeah.
Do you like Keebler elf cookies?
Hell yeah.
Do you like Stacy Keebler's elf
Hell
cookies?
yeah.
So do I. I'm a big fan
That was
of her.
at a Rock 105 event at the Beach House in Pacific Beach.
The
that was
Beach
in maybe
House?
2009.
Oh,
I was
cool.
kind of heavy back then, as you can
You
see.
were. I was going to ask you, how many months pregnant were you,
I
Dr.
know.
Tube?
That was in my, bad phase.
This is when Stacy Keebler knocked up Dr. Tube.
Yep.
Did you name the baby?
I made it Keebs.
Did you name the baby Stacy?
I named it Keebs.
Keebs?
Yeah.
All right.
So, but she's beautiful.
She's beautiful. She broke up with you the next day, didn't
Yep.
she?
And then she met George Clooney.
And then she met George Clooney, and then the rest was history, right?
Yep.
Who's this?
JEFF.
It's Slabnuts.
JARRET.
Jeff
That's
Jarrett.
Double J.
And look at
That
how
was at the WWA.
WWA.
Yeah, remember that?
I do remember.
Yeah,
that was
we
in
were
like
there.
2000
That was-
what? 1 or 2?
God, 1990.
Long time ago.
2000.
Look at you. You just hit puberty then, right?
I was like 20,
20?
21. Maybe.
Exactly. You are a late bloomer, right?
Shut up.
Shut up. Look at that. Look at that.
That was when Randy Orton got hit by a car.
That's right. Randy Orton. He chased
and then
after
he
a
chased
bus.
after a bus and broke a window.
We went to Vegas with Randy Orton, and some bus almost ran
ran
into
him
him.
over,
And he
smashed the
ran.
window.
He ran down Flamingo all the way after the
he
bus.
jumped over the rail.
He jumped over the rail of the Flamingo, all the way down, ran in the street, high off of his ass, and then he's banging on the window, is what he says, right?
And then some ladies going,
Yeah, the ladies are going, ah! That's how he told the story.
And this is the man who gets mad at me for jaywalking.
That's right, and yes, Randy Orton, he's now an officer of the law,
He's
so
an
he
officer.
always makes sure that you obey the traffic rules, okay? So no jaywalking.
Hey, fuck the
Esmeralda, you
police.
gotta understand. He's
Fuck
just
the
looking out
police.
for you. What?
fuck the police.
What are you, NWA?
Yeah.
All right, Easy-E, calm down
God,
over
remember
there.
that story? God.
I do remember that story. That's a wild one.
Yep.
We've got tons of great stories here. Oh,
Bret
look at this.
Hart, my all-time favorite wrestler.
Bret the Hitman Hart. Look at that. When was this one taken? He looks
was
very old.
maybe 4 years ago, right before COVID. I want to say 2019.
Oh, yes, Bret Hart.
And that was at Frankensons. They did a signing.
Frankenstein,
And
yes.
and then I think that's my magazine getting signed.
Oh.
And it's the one that he's from when he was on The Simpsons.
He was on The Simpsons.
Yeah,
Yes,
as a
that's
voice.
right. He was
Yeah,
the voice
and
on The
signed-
Simpsons.
And he said that was one of my favorite covers to do.
And he said, the worst there is, the worst there was,
Hey!
and the worst there ever will
My
be,
favorite
right?
wrestler of all time.
He's not that great.
So
I don't know. He was
And-
kind of boring.
and
Let's be
Vince
honest.
screwed Bret.
Let's be honest. You know what? I've got a good Earl Hebner story. I was in I went to WrestleMania 20 in New York, and we saw Earl Hebner on the subway, and I called out to him. I go, "You screwed Bret," and he goes, "Just like I screwed your mom last night." No lie, okay?
Not a lie.
We also saw not you,
At a wrestling show.
not you, but me and Riz and Nick. We were walking down Times Square, and we ran into Sergeant Slaughter, and we're like,
met Slaughter.
"Hey, look, it's Sergeant Slaughter," and he just kept on walking right past us. He did not want to stop for us. So
Remember the
that's
one
my
wrestling
Sergeant
show?
Slaughter story.
Remember the one wrestling show we saw? It was Scott Steiner versus Batista.
Scott Steiner, Batista. Yes, yes.
And Hebner was the ref.
And I was very drunk.
And you were drunk.
We were like
and Hebner
5
was
rows
the-
back, weren't we?
and we were right there.
We were right
and
there.
Then and then you scream out, "You screwed Bret!" And then he
You
goes,
screwed
"Yo, mama!"
Bret. Yeah. He said your mama then too.
Yeah.
So actually, I have been dissed twice by referee Earl Hebner, IRL in real life.
And I've met
He
Earl
has
Hebner.
yelled at me in person. Yes.
I have met Earl Hebner.
You have
too.
met him?
I don't have that picture.
I never really met him. I just yelled at him from afar,
But that's
and
funny.
he yelled back at
Just like
me
your mama.
from afar. True story. I'm not.
I love that
I have
story.
been to so many wrestling events, you would not even believe it. One of these days, I need to go over all the wrestlers that I have met.
Right. We
Right?
should do that next year's
I
WrestleMania.
probably have met more than you. I've gone backstage. I met The Rock
And
backstage.
Stone Cold.
I met Stone Cold backstage. I met Scott Hall, Bill Goldberg. I met Bret Hart. I met who else?
Perfector.
I met a whole bunch of people. I've never met Pun Perfector. The Porn Perfector? I've never met the Pun or Porn Perfector.
Dr. Tube's mom is the biggest.
Okay, enough.
fan. Correction, the biggest DP fan.
Wait, that's a good one. So he said that Dr. Tube's mom is the biggest fan of DDP, Correction, DP, like double penetration.
Next picture.
That's Esmeralda she didn't even get the joke.
Next picture.
Ridiculous. She didn't even get the DP joke.
I didn't get it.
Next
Diamond
picture.
Dallas double team, right?
Next picture.
Tag team, right?
Next picture.
Filthy animals, right?
Next picture.
That's Rey
I
Mysterio.
didn't get it.
Who's next up? Woo! It's the one and only Ric Flair.
Charlotte Flair's dad.
Check it out. Charlotte Flair's dad, Rick. He's styling. He's
We read that
profiling.
together.
He is the one, the only Four Horsemen, right? He's the leader of the Four
We
Horsemen.
read that together.
I didn't
We
get
were
That
there
was at
together. We met
If
him
you
at
saw something
Walmart.
with $6.67
That's right. It cost $6.97
to meet Ric
to
Flair.
meet Ric Flair, and now he charges like $400 on Cameo.
We got lucky.
We did get lucky that day.
I think we bought his book.
I've got acid reflux like you wouldn't believe.
like some meds.
I need Tums.
Reach, choke
Not
on
during the
some-
show. We're almost done with the show. I'll take the medication after the show
we'll
is
have our
over.
McDonald's or
and
Burger
we'll
King.
have Burger King, McDonald's, or In-N-Out. In-N-Out. Look at this, Rey Mysterio.
Hall of Fame.
Bukaki 619, right?
Yeah.
Bukaki 619.
Hall
Bukaki
of Fame tonight.
Actually, it should be 69. Bukaki 69.
Christopher said that picture was so old, faded glory jeans were only $6.
It was just, you know.
That's right. Faded Glory Jeans. Is that what that is? Did you zoom up for us, Mr. Crispers?
Oh, it does say faded glory.
Faded Glory Jeans. Look at that. Look at that. Faded Glory Jeans.
Oh, wow. He has good eyes.
667. Oh my goodness. Well, it was Walmart too, so you know they've got bargain basement deals, right?
So Rey Mysterio.
The people of yes, here we go. The people of Walmart. Ric Flair
That was in Buena Park.
and proctologist Jason.
That was in
Buena Park, yes.
By Portillo's.
By Portillo's. Amazing. Rey Mysterio Jr., Bukaki 69. We already did
Hall
that,
of
right?
Fame tonight.
Hall of Fame tonight.
That was at SoCal Pro.
He's a UFC fighter?
Look at it, it's on his shirt.
Rey Mysterio? No, he's not a UFC fighter. What has he got?
Probably a fan of UFC.
McGregor. It's you. He's wearing a Ewan McGregor shirt.
Yeah.
Ewan McGregor.
No, Ewan McGregor was
Conor McGregor.
Conor McGregor. Ewan McGregor was Boba Fett or whatever.
that
right?
was at our
Well, not
local-
Boba Fett. He was Obi-Wan Kenobi.
So that was at our local wrestling show called SoCal Pro. This is when he wasn't in W. Do you want me to tell the story?
I do. Tell me the story.
So that was at our. So.
Tell the story, Dr.
So that
Phil.
was at SoCal Pro
Yes.
in Oceanside.
Oceanside.
And he was the special surprise guest in the main event, and he did signings, and it was really cool meeting him.
What an uninteresting story. But yes, he was just there basically to meet fans, and you met him. Not a good story. It's not like Shane
But it was
McMahon
at
led you
SoCal.
backstage. It's not like Shane
Hey,
McMahon
I
led you
danced
back.
for-
Shane McMahon, the one and only Shane McMahon, walked me backstage to meet Mankind back in 1998.
Hey, I danced-
That's a better story than your story.
Hey, I met Noelle Foley, and I did the Shane McMahon dance, and I'm on fucking YouTube with that video.
You're on YouTube now on the Dead Skeleton
but
Show.
that's on
You
it's
should
on Noelle
be-
Foley's page.
You should be kneeling before the Dead Skeleton.
sucking on it.
You should be so happy that I allow you to be on the show, okay? You're not interesting. I am the best thing that ever happened to your life.
I am.
You're not,
I'm number two.
I'm the best thing that ever happened to your life, too. I'm the best thing that happened to everybody's life, Esmeralda. This is my point.
I am.
What?
I am.
You're the best thing that ever happened to Dr. Tube's life? Everybody's?
Thank you, Essie.
I don't think so.
So, Rey Mysterio, Hall of Fame.
I'm the main event, Esmeralda. You're like,
From San Diego.
you're
I have
the,
bra fun.
I'm the main event. You're the curtain jerker.
I've got bras.
So, hey, San Diego.
He's the jobber, okay, in case no one knew.
San Diego, Rey Mysterio.
Yes, okay, great. Rey Mysterio, who cares? Next up, look at this. Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
Fun fact, at Phil's barbecue, I took that picture.
You took it at Phil's barbecue?
Yep. Along with Jimmy Hart was there, too.
That is not fun, but it is a fact. It is. Jimmy Hart was there? Did you
Yep.
get a picture with Jimmy
Yeah,
Hart?
I have it.
Well, why didn't you send me that one?
Sorry, you said send me a handful.
Yes, well, maybe you'll have to show that next time. Jimmy in Mouth of the South Heart. Look at this, the Ghostbusters shirt
Same
makes
here.
another appearance.
Yep.
Ghostbusters,
Batista.
the video game, and Batista from Guardians of the Galaxy. Check that out.
So,
Look at those tight
at the
pants
Hard-
on Batista.
That was at Hard Rock.
That was at Hard Rock.
During Comic-Con.
What is he doing? He was giving you the hang loose?
Yeah.
I think he should have been giving you the
was
F
flicking
you.
you.
That's what I would have been doing. Why were you giving him the thumbs up?
That was before I did the point.
That's before you did the point. Usually Dr. Tube likes to point at people.
I did the point before Triple H did.
He did the point before Triple H,
Yeah.
okay? But this is back in the day when he gave the thumbs up.
Yeah.
Batista, you're really cool. I'm a big fan of your thumbs up, right? Right?
that was cool meeting
Thumbs
Batista.
up, Batista.
That was cool meeting him, though.
That was cool.
That was just when he was
He was
getting-
cool. He was a cool dude, I must say. He was a cool dude.
And look at this, the final one for tonight
The
that we're going to
future
show.
champion.
The future champion. You think so?
Could be.
You believe that he is going to beat Cody Rhodes?
Could be.
I'm sorry, Roman Reigns. You
beating
believe
Cody
he's going
Rhodes.
to beat Cody?
It could
Oh, I
happen.
can't even think
Cody
anymore.
Rhodes may beat Roman Reigns.
My mind is scrambled.
That was at Comic-Con last year.
Oh, wait, no, a commercial.
Hey!
I did not mean to do that. Hold on.
You WWF
I did not mean to do
that.
that.
Commercial again.
Oh, crap. I did not mean to do that. Where did everything go?
There we are.
Oh, no. Technical difficulties. Oh, no, not Dr. Tube again. What is going on? I'm having technical difficulties. I apologize, okay? It's a one-man show here. I am the show. I am the one and only, the great one. I'm like The Rock. I am like The Rock.
Only one great one.
The great one. I am the greatest one. Yes. Don't hit me. Don't besmirch me. Anyway, thank you for showing up tonight. Dr. Tube, are you going to bring back Scary Larry? We're gonna close out the show now. I hope everybody had a happy and fun time. I hope you guys have a great WrestleMania weekend. WrestleMania is tomorrow. In case you didn't know, the Dead Skeleton and Dr. Tube are going.
And Izzy.
With a whole bunch of other misfits. We got 6 tickets, right? We weren't going to go. We all decided last minute to go to this thing.
Last Saturday.
We were sitting at dinner and everybody's like, okay, we got to go. So we bought the tickets within like a couple minutes of deciding. It was a rash decision, right?
Your mom has
But
a
now we are going. My mom does not have a rash. At least not that I know of. She would never admit to it anyway.
Oh, I should do one more joke before we end it. Hold
Yes, one more joke before we go.
on. Check the comments.
Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you, Mr. Crispers, for the super chat for the bra fun. Thank you to who else we got? Funky Chicken
Pun
was here. Strange Monkey was here. Martin Krebs was here. Pun Perfector. Kirsten was here.
My girl.
We had the Blue Chainsaw Man was here saying Stacy Nibbler. We've got, who else
Stacy
we've got?
Nibbler.
Not,
Jack Collin Productions.
who else?
Jack Collin Productions.
Chuck Collins Production. We've got Chase Films Productions. We've got Michelle was here. Kenneth Bird was here.
Where's Patty Canyon?
Patty Kenyon, where are you? We miss you.
White.
Nappy's Puppets was here. Big White was here. Oh my goodness, everybody's here tonight. Everybody's stopping by and saying hello to the Dead Skeleton, wishing him well, wishing him a happy WrestleMania weekend. Froggy is my cat was here. Oh my goodness. Shout out to Froggy is my cat.
I love that.
Krebs.
Martin Krebs, we already said
I'm not getting
him.
data connection. I can't
No
tell a
data
joke.
connection.
No joke.
Dr. Tube's Club number 97, number 27 was here. Papa, he says.
Hey, why wasn't Randy Orton here tonight? He's a
Randy
wrestler.
Orton, I don't know. Randy Orton's going to be at WrestleMania tomorrow.
is?
He is. He's going to be there.
That
If you see
son of a
Randy
bitch.
Orton,
Take
give
a
a
picture
shout
with
out
him.
to Randy Orton. Get a picture
Take
with
a
Randy
picture with
Orton.
Randy Orton in
Get
front
a
of the
picture.
WrestleMania sign.
Get a picture with Dr. Tube.
Yep.
Don't get a picture with the Dead Skeleton. He's going to be in his mortal form. Steve does not like to be photographed. Michelle says, Jason says hi. Hi to Jason. Jason, we didn't invite you to WrestleMania. I feel bad, but here's the story. I'll break it down for you really quick.
Okay, all right, gotcha.
The Dead Skeleton wanted to go to WrestleMania. He decided with Jason, Jason Doring, right?
Yeah,
we
no
were
one
sitting
knows
there
that.
at dinner, and we're like, well, we got to go. And he's like, well, I can't. I've got plans with Alex. Alex has to go. And I go, well, you know what? If I go, then Esmeralda's going to want to go. So then Esmeralda was in, and then Alex was in, and we were sitting with Randy Orton, and Randy Orton was in. And then
We convinced Alex.
he convinced, then he said Disney, the guy that works with them, he wanted to go too. And we wanted to buy 7 tickets together, but we could only buy 6 tickets at one time. So please forgive me, Jason, if you're watching at home, forgive me for not inviting you, but we've been to WrestleMania a couple times before,
You have.
so I hope you understand. But it kind of like all went down within a matter of moments. We bought tickets, literally. We were talking about going. We bought tickets within 5 minutes of sitting there. Everybody wanted to go. There were 6 of us. We bought the tickets. I tried. I actually did look. I did look, right? Yeah. I did look. There were not 7 seats together. We could only get 6, so I apologize. I meant to send you a text, but I didn't send you a text. Please forgive me, Jason. I apologize.
Jason on?
He's on right now. Yes, Michelle and Jason are watching at home. Actually, Jason
Buy
went
a
with me
ticket.
to WrestleMania 31. But you know what? It's not too late. You can go to StubHub and you can buy a ticket. You can't sit with the Dead Skeleton, but you can still buy a ticket. Treat Michelle. Why don't you guys go to WrestleMania? We will see you there. We will look up at you in the cheap seats probably, because we actually bought really expensive seats on the ground. But we got good seats. We got like $400 seats, but we got them for $200, right?
Yes, sir.
Amazing. The tickets right next to us are going for $8,000, right? But we are going to be on the floor in section G.
Section G, Homie G, right?
Homie G.
We're gonna be there. Oh my goodness, I'm exhausted.
I got
one
a joke.
more joke
One
before
more
we
joke.
go. Yes.
What did John Cena tell the Japanese chef?
What did John Cena? Is this a Kai and Tai joke?
No,
Choppy?
no.
What did John Cena tell the chef?
You can't sashimi.
That was actually a good joke.
I'm out of here. Bye, Patty.
You can't sashimi. Okay, everyone, have a great weekend, and we will see.
WrestleMania.
Oh yeah, don't drop that on the ground.
My phone. Happy
it up.
WrestleMania.
Happy WrestleMania. Make sure you leave a like and a comment below on the video. If you like the show, leave a like, share it with your friends. If you've got fans that like wrestling and want to know what our predictions were, share the video. Let everybody know. Bring in more people on the fun. We appreciate the 9 people that are watching right now. Sometimes I feel like I'm talking to myself, but I know there are at least 9 people, excluding the television that's on in the living room. So 8 people. We've got 8 people watching live right now who maybe it's because they don't really care about wrestling. They're not watching. I don't know. But anyway, I hope you have a good time tomorrow watching WrestleMania, and we will see you next time on The Dead. I'm out of breath. My hat's on too tight too, and it's really sore. My brain hurts. We'll see you next time on The Dead. How are you doing? Skeleton. Nobody can see you. You weren't in the frame. Do you want to be in the frame for this? You don't care?
Jason will text you later.
Jason will text you later. We'll see you next time on The Dead Skeleton Show.